Question: what is your first, second, and third choice of men when it comes to culture of? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm open. I'm open. I'm open. There's a few that I wouldn't, but I can't say it out of it. I don't want to be. I don't want people coming for me. But I'm pretty open, minus one
I'm
country.
saying that. You just thinking yourself. How you open when the most of the people you deal with are from one place?
Because there's the ones that try and talk to me.
Right.
It doesn't mean that I wouldn't talk to somebody else. I trust me, I would, but those are the ones that try and talk to me. So you know. So yeah, but I'm open. Nena's not open. She wants them to be Nigerian or West African black. That's her preference. I don't have a preference.
What'd you say?
Black.
So what's my first, second, third choice? Since you know me so well.
Nigerian, Ghanaian, and then African American.
That's interesting. I don't discriminate.
But I don't have preference.
Be black. I'm not gonna even lie. I'm not gonna sit here and deceive myself. I know people are like, "Oh, you need to be open," blah blah. But I just feel like I want to deal with race. Like I just don't see myself with a guy who's not black.
We're a post-racial society.
In your dreams, yeah. Like I guess never say never, but I just don't. I don't see it.
What Gina said? What have men do approach you? I'm trying to detox, but they don't let me. Nigerian men are top tier.
Yes. Hi, ladies, looking lovely. Hi, Mingle with Brown.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my god, we about to wrap up. What Nigerian tribes? Oh my god, we don't want to get tribal, but I could say who have had the best experiences dating have not been my own tribe. I can say that for free. So I feel like when people try and get tribal, I get it. The understanding. You guys come from the same place. The language, I get it. Even the food, but it's about being with a good person. Because you could be with someone from where you are, and it still doesn't work, or a person don't treat you well. Like some people say, "Oh, be with someone who's from your same background, family." I know people, family, we don't talk to them, and they're from the same place. I don't like them. They don't like, you know what I mean? So it doesn't mean because someone is from your place or your tribe that it's gonna work. But I understand why people, gravitate to their. I get it. Like it happens. I totally understand, but I don't get into all that tribal stuff, I could do, it doesn't matter to me.
We should have some music in our background. We should have some Afrobeats in our background.
We're going to close out. I'm about to play this song. What Nigerian tribes are from? We're Igbo. What do African American women like African men more now in Houston? Oh, you say more. I don't know what it was like before, but I definitely think like they date them. Like I don't know if you joined late. I was talking about how I was out with some friends, African American. They were talking about, they date a Nigerian guy to spend on them, but they would never take a Nigerian guy seriously. So I don't know, some of these guys were making these sentiments, but making these comments, saying that a lot of them, they just want the money or the perceived money that they have. But I do think I think they do. They like for sure. I think they do.
Mingle with Brown said, "Hello, I do Wazy." She likes that.
Yeah, where you from, Mingle with Brown? And even I remember one of our lives, Mia made a comment about she don't like she not like in I feel like where
Ohio. She said they're not attractive.
Yes, I'm saying because you're not in Houston. So the ones in Houston, no,
you gotta meet the ones that clean up nice.
Right.
You gotta like, because I'm gonna be honest, even though I was born and raised in America, I've never have dealt with a guy like Nigerian that's like me. And maybe that's the problem, right? But I find them to be like too American sometimes, and I find them to be like kind of like too watered down and too like not into their culture, if that makes sense. Like so I think it just depends. I can see what you're saying, but I think it just depends. Like if he's been here for a while and he can put himself together a little bit, he got a little bit of height on him. That's for me. You'll be mesmerized. You'll be mesmerized. Legal LeBron is in Houston.
I'm saying, okay, you're in Houston. Like, where are you from? Like, where's your family from? Are you Black American? Are you like just saying you
I
like
think
them?
she's
So
African American because she said he asked African American women like African men more now in Houston.
okay, that's how I was thinking. Okay, yeah. So what about them do you like? Because we need to we sharing this link. What about them do you like? Because we want your perspective. Because we bias. We're Nigerian. American. So what about Nigerian men do you like? What about them? Attracts you? What about them is something that you just can't get enough of? Because we talked about how people have this perceived idea about the money, but it's not only about money. It's about the way they treat you. The provider mindset, their ambition, they're family oriented, family oriented, ambitious, nurturing to an extent, all those things. So yeah. So what about them do you like? But this is my song. This is a song I want to play for our close.
Yeah. You not playing this at work today? I was playing this at work. But this is very Nigerian.
Yeah, I don't want to get copyright strike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legal Brown, are you joining? Because we about to log off. If you're not joining, my bedtime.
Okay, you can just put it here. It's fine. They're smart. They're family oriented. Gentlemen, very sweet, can be impatient, but very funny. Yeah, I forgot the humor part. Yes, I was on TikTok seeing some girl had posted. She's South African. She's like, me with my Nigerian boyfriend and his friends, and like they're all like yelling and shouting, and everyone's like screaming in the comments, and they're like, they're like, yeah, I used to think they was about to fight each other, but that's just how they be acting with each other. Like, so I think there's definitely like that humor, like that, like.
I always be laughing. I stay there. I'm like, someone tell you you're funny? No, not really. Like I just be laughing, but I'm kind of goofy to be honest. Like I find a lot of things funny, so maybe it's just me because I've been called immature with the way I laugh.
Oh, yeah. What are the positives and negatives of dating a Nigerian man from your personal experience? Me always had to get to the positive. The positive.
There's no negative.
So there's no negative. The positive, cultural background, having the same kind of like understanding when it comes to certain things. Like I said, the ambition, the drive, the ambition, the drive, nurturing and caring. The negative, I would say there's not a lot of negatives. I would say one of the negatives that I've noticed recently is emotional intelligence. I think that because of the way culturally a lot of Nigerian men are raised, I think they struggle with being vulnerable. And I think men period struggle with that, right? But I think it may be like heightened for them, or like just being open with like how they feel about stuff, talking about like deep things. And I think that's a man thing in general, but I think it may be a bit heightened for Nigerian men. But yeah, like Nana said, there's no negatives.
Mia said, do y'all believe that the man or you all was the problem in your personal relationships? Basically the reason why it ended, since there are no negatives regarding them. He was trying to be funny, since there are no negatives. No one is perfect. Women are perfect, men are not perfect. But I think I've just noticed in life, my little experience, that I think it's harder, at least I don't really hear of men really leaving. I usually feel like women have to leave. Like I feel like men kind of for the most part usually keep you around, especially if they're getting something, right? You're opening your legs, you're doing stuff for them, like they're benefiting something. I don't really see men ever really stopping the situation or ending things. I feel like it's the woman that usually has to put her foot down and be like, I want more, or I don't like this, you know what I mean? I'd rather be by myself. I feel like it's usually the woman. I don't think men ever really end things, in my personal opinion. But no, I'm not perfect. I will never sit here and say that I'm perfect. Nobody's perfect. I'm an angel, but I'm not perfect.
I'm not an angel. Since there's no negative regarding it, me trying to be smart. We don't want to be negative on our Independence Day. We different, because if it was men, they'll come here and be saying, "Oh, the women do this." But
Well, what I hear these men say about us, I'm like, wow.
Women have this loyalty, a loyalty that's even to a fault, that doesn't even benefit us when it comes to women are. That's why when men say that women aren't loyal, I'm like, I don't. So is it men that are loyal? Women aren't loyal. What? Women? Oh, I got to be like, maybe you said who you're around and your experiences, it shapes what you think, what you hear, because I think that women are even loyal to a fault, even to our own detriment. We are loyal. But that's besides the way. So yeah, the real reason why everybody wants a Nigerian man. Nigerian men are ambitious, they're caring, they're nurturing, they're providers, they're family oriented. What else is the positives? But
Usually financially stable. They're into their culture. They're
mm,
I feel like for the most part, I feel like they tend to be humble. Like I hear a lot of people talking about other like types of men, like when they get money, like they get like it gets in their head, or like they get really, really big headed, or they'll go get like a white woman. I don't see a Nigerian man coming up and going to get a white woman. Like that's not common, but you hear that about other type of black men. Like when they make it, like they kind of like look down on their women, or like they feel like they need something better than their women. And I can say that I don't feel like the typical most Nigerian men fall into that category. Like even if they don't end up, I always say this, even if they don't end up with a Nigerian woman, you'll still usually see them with a black woman. Like even if she's from another African country or she's African American, she's Caribbean, like you don't really see Nigerian men doing that whole like you don't really see them really doing, not saying it's a bad thing even, but I'm just saying you don't, but I know it upsets a lot of women of color. You don't really hear a lot of the women the men dating dating interracial like you see other black men doing. Oh, then that's a good one. She said, "Can we hear a Nigerian man's perspective next episode? They will bash us if we say Nigeria. Oh gosh, they will bash us. I have no problem because I could accept positive feedback. I could accept constructive criticism. I'm not sensitive, but yeah, that would be a good one because
funny, I googled. I'm trying to find that video, and our YouTube videos are coming up. When I googled it,
really,
two of our YouTube videos came up on the first page, the first and second page. That's SEO for you. African women are more famous than the conservatives. African women for going. Oh, that's someone's comment. Okay, yeah, that's someone's comment.
no,
So
don't worry.
yeah,
I'll get them on. I don't know if they'll be really to want to talk because women be so like, what I mean. Like if you say stuff about women, women kind of sometimes can like really be reactive.
mm-hmm.
So I don't know if they'll be like want to really because I want them to say what they really say, and I'll say what I
Right.
think.
Well, yeah, say with your chest. Like let's talk about him. But yeah, Nigerian men are a trend now. They're trending, so before you date one, you would go on Aaron Wars page, do your research. But this Nigerian men are good, They may have